And then we start a new one. So we're on to grand finals. I did not see this one. So, as throughout the whole, to preface this a bit, throughout the entire weekend, Shock only won control and hybrid. And, I mean, yeah, they're the best control team in the world, easily. The best team in the world, but still. They play control so well, and they always win control. And they're just like, we just need to be good at one other map, and then we can just win series because control is played twice. Presumably, if they don't pick up another one, but they ended up being good at hybrid, and they always won hybrid. So, yeah. I mean, there was points in the series where if one thing went another way and another thing went the other way, Seoul would have been the winners of the season. Like, Shock are the better team. Dynasty are the better team at this comp, I feel. Yeah, I was watching Plat Chat, which is a podcast with Overwatch League talent, and they were saying that Shock were adapting throughout the tournament to play double sniper, and I'm like, I feel that's true, and they're very good at adapting, so that's how they ended up on top. So, interesting strategy. Ons goes for a TP to high ground. That's a very good strategy, actually. So let's just end up seeing where the positions are. So they decide to go for a rush up here. They bring their duo of Striker and Moth, and then Choi and Super up to the high ground. And they leave Violet on the low ground. And then Ons is going to take a spawn angle. So they're leaving Violet as bait for a second, I guess. And then they're bringing him up. So Marvel ends up not taking the high ground and not being able to back up from this area. So Marvel fucks up. So the TP allowed Shock to get full control of the high ground. No one is up here. Prophet's scouting to go up here for a second, but they have full control of the high ground. Super pushes Marvel out. And, yeah, those two working together. Like, that's an example of working together in this comp. Like, bringing the Zen with the Hog to get a Discord off onto a tank and then get a hook one-shot. That was very well. And then Gesture peeks out and just look. Like, they have full control of the high ground. Like, no one's contested it. So Shock came in with a fucking amazing strategy. And they destroy first point. Prophet gets a kill into Striker, but it's not going to matter. Nothing they can do. So they get 5.5 minutes to start. I mean, pretty much just amazing. I'm going to be a bit biased towards Shock. I'll try not to be, but I will, because Shock's my favorite team. I appreciate them so much. So I'll look back at that in a second. Just watch the fight. So we go back now. So Choi is escorting Striker over to this side to push out the tanks, and then Gesture ends up playing forward, and Super gets an amazing hook off onto him. Marvel's pushed from multiple angles. So, and yeah, they're pincered from here. Marvel's gets hooked again. He ends up killing Super. Some good headshots and a nade off into Super. Gets him killed. Striker gets storm arrows. Fitz gets a shot. Who's playing main. And then Moth gets the better res off. So Shock clutching it out there. Very good strategy to set themselves up of having Choi again assisting his Hanzo Mercy duo over to this side and Super playing on the car. And it's also important we mentioned the Widows at all that fight. And I feel that's important to mention. So Ons is playing main. Toby's off on his own. And then Fitz ends up playing main. So from what I've seen, it seems that the Widows end up playing main a lot of the time. And, you know, get the pressure from main. Also, where was Violet throughout that? Was he just... Oh, he died. Okay, never mind. So, Shock are going to have a bountiful 5 alts coming up very soon. Dynasty are going to have some of their own as well. Prophet hiding in Boiler Room. Getting a good flank off. So, Super's on the cart. The Zen is there too. Ons is just waiting for sights. Can't really peek. And Choi is over again, pushing his Striker and Moth over to the flank. Prophet coming from behind, an amazing flank. A whiffed flux. That was due to LOS. So trance happens from Violet, actually. I don't know if that was needed, but... A fucking... Holy God! And just an amazing zone. So Shock are just rolling. And having a really good strategy of Choi helping his team push forward and having Super on the cart. Fitz gets a really good pick. Choi's helping. Oh, an amazing dragon. Yeah, Prophet's so fucking good, dude. Holy shit. It's crazy. Oh my god. Ons gets a really good kill. Super gets caught out. Oh, he lives. Violet's getting caught a bit here. So yeah, so all the better wraparound. They get the Moth gets the better res. Flux. Ons is fucking popping. Again, he's playing main. I'll answer that question in a second. Oh, it's the round's over. Oh my lord. Oh my fucking god. I mean, Jesus Lord. He gets caught out. These maps are long. Super catches Marvel. Choi's good. Good sleep. Pushing out Gesture here. And Prophet just gets an amazing cleanup. Again, is Chocolate it gets scrappy, and Prophet just popped off. That's what happens. A lot of poke coming in here, and the poke benefits in that phase. That's important to note. That's a good example. It's kind of quite an extensive poke phase there. So a lot of shots being traded on a super there. Troy tries to get through. There's a lot of poke there. And if they had it on it, they'd be able to heal up better from that, but they just end up not taking the poke a lot of the time if you run the Zen. In that scenario, when you're trying to engage into position. Ons gets an amazing kill. Again, playing with his team. So Gesture does like to play around this area to control this space, and that's kind of his forte. A good dragon to split Choi. Ends up getting Violet, and that splits everyone else. Yeah, Prophet's dragons are just unreal. Like, he reads the situation so well. Like his just ability to like understand what's happening in the game, like the game sense he has, and the awareness is just like not many people are better. He is so good. So there's gonna be a trance coming out for here. Fitz gets the kill onto Ons. Super gets some kills. I'd love to hear comms. That'd be a dream of mine. Gets a hook onto creative. Discord onto the hog. Yeah, the discords whenever that's an important thing to note. The discords whenever on a hog like that, just like whenever a hook happens or whenever someone else gets hooked, or like the hog gets hooked, it's super important. And they zone off. Perfect. All right, question. I'm gonna read this because I'm recording. What do you do against hyper aggression as this comp? Like if you're going against Somber Reaper dive and they just rush your Roadhog, what does your team do in reaction? Well, that's a good question. I'm just gonna let this play out. Just doing it the next round. That it is difficult because if you're playing split like that, then that can happen. So sometimes you have to swap if it's just you simply can't figure it out. You have to swap or else you're just gonna get rolled. But it is doable, for sure. How you would do it? I'm gonna do this actually. Oh shit. So Let's just do... This might not work out, but fuck it. So... Oh, shit, I don't want that. So if you have someone here, here... So say this is the Hanzo and the Mercy. This is the... No, I'm gonna do a better example. So let's draw the first team first. So this is the Rush. They're gonna all be coming in together. So, what have you? So this is the Rush. All of the 6 of them are together, and they're going this way. Carts that way. So I think a strategy. I mean, you just have to play in a position where it's very difficult to be rushed. Like you can't just put yourself in like, oh, look at me, just come kill me. You have to play different, obviously. You kind of have to just abuse the fact that they can go together. Like you have to understand what the comp wants is to rush you down, use all 6, and rush you down. So one thing I was promoting in my scrim yesterday, because this happened. You could send your Hanzo Mercy on a flank or to hide behind, and then you can get shots off, like just off behind. Once they engage in, and you just kind of have to play like your Widow just takes like a passive angle on high ground where like she has her grapple safe like up here, like over here, just far off, very safe, where she gets dove, she can grapple off wherever else. And you know, you set up everyone like in a very safe position, like say this is the Sigma. This is the Zen, and the other one is the Hog. Like you just have to play yourself in a very safe position, and sometimes you're gonna have to swap, not the entire comp, but you know other picks can be useful, like a ball sometimes if you're able to deal with the Sombra. A ball tracer, kind of get a mini dive of your own, just kind of disrupt, because the comp, what the poke comp wants is to play slow and just take map controls, like just play slow and play for picks, but you need ways to slow them down. And if you just shove a lot of damage and you just take different angles on the comp, then you kind of just like surround them from different areas. Then that can be that's a way you counter it. I mean, it depends on the map. It depends on the situation, a lot of the time. But yeah, I mean that's a very like basic way to explain it. I guess you just have to adapt, really. Hopefully that wasn't too shit of an example. Like, I mean, say you're here. Like, let's use this. Use this as an example, like the streets phase. So they're coming down mid, right? And so you need to play. You need to have like you can have the Hanzo up here, like the Hanzo can sit like and wait with the Mercy. And just shove behind here, and then you play with the Sigma, and you just back up. Like you have the Hog playing close to you to help you out. You have your Zen there for the Discord. The Discord's super important. The Ononades can be also very useful against that comp to shut down the healing. I'd honestly swap Ana. That's a simple swap you can make for the anti-nades are very big, because that the Rush comp wants a lot of burst healing, and they can sustain throughout the fight, and they want to rush. So Ana can be very good. Discord's good too, but I like Ana against it if you're trying to counter it and not opt into it yourself. The Zen can also be good to counter the Transcendence, but I feel that can be or counter the EMP. Sorry, but yeah, I don't know. I'd swap Ana. That's what I'd say personally. And I mean, yeah, you just kind of have to play safe, and then the Widow can take different angles from your Hanzo. Like if the Hanzo's playing back here, then the Widow can, I don't know, play here, or play main even. Just spread out. Like don't shoot at the same thing. Like don't shoot at the same thing, but from different places. Essentially, that's a TLDR of it. That's a good question. Because that will happen. It did not happen in this tournament. Or actually, yeah, I'll check. I'll check after I'm done this series. Just remind me if I forget. Actually, I'll write it down. All right, so interesting positions, honestly. I mean, yeah, this is standard for the Widow to take a shot here with his shield. That's standard. TP as well from Soul up to the Meridian. And Shock are holding down here. So Super's playing with Violet. And then they back up because Soul are trying to they're flushing at the left. And Shock back up. Just try to look for pick, and it doesn't happen, so Soul don't decide to go further. Where's Ons when he gets that? Christ. What does he do? What happens? Prophet goes for high ground. That was a nice little shot. Cheeky. Prophet drops behind. Gets caught. At Discord. Discord's pretty fucking good. So I like the pairing of Hog and Zen a lot here. And Super playing a bit more reserved than Gesture does. And I think that the Zen helps dramatically when hooking tanks and allows you to do that more freely. It's a question about asking about the split of the comp. Yeah, it is. The one thing that stays the same is the Hanzo and Mercy, and if you're running Ashe Hanzo, then the Mercy goes with the Ashe instead. The Hanzo plays more so alone. But I mean, for Soul, they send Gesture on these fucking flanks. Keep in mind he went all the way behind. Like they sent him on these fucking weird ass flanks, but they kind of just have creative, play with Marvel. I don't know. It depends. If Gesture wants to go on the flank, then he fucking does it. But Shocker playing it more structured, I guess. I mean, it would seem like that. I like this pairing a lot. If you can do it, this is how Shock seemed to do it. And I think it works very well. The Sig kind of just, I don't know. He helps whoever needs help, and he's kind of playing frontline. Sig's the frontline. He can properly push. He's denying the push from the tanks. We'll focus on it. We'll just pay attention to it. Yeah, so right now, Violet's sticking with Super. Choi's pushing up alone. And yeah, these two are fucking clashing, anime battling. Prophet's fucking just going for shit. Yeah, the Hanzo Mercy kind of just go. They just kind of fucking go for it. They're like, fuck, that's profit behind. Striker's getting shooting shit. They're waiting for sights. So Shock start early before they get into the hotel here. Good Dragon Strike. Fitz gets ons. But yeah, the Widow does kind of just play on her own. She's very self-sufficient. There's no point in damage boosting your Widow. Striker's pounding. Fitz gets really good shots. Yeah, Fitz is in a really good position. Let's rewatch that. So Dragon happens, doesn't do much. What fight is this? No, this is the same fight. My bad. So Valks happen. Marvel fluxed. And he gets Choi. I think I said that wrong. So yeah, it's just kind of very scrappy. Or it's not kind of, it is scrappy. It is a very scrappy fight. Violet gets a great pick. Choi fucks up. Choi's ball is bad, so not shocking. Striker's just pounding. Good res. Oh, an amazing hook. So yeah, it gets scrappy. And Soul clutch it. So the push occurs. So wait for everyone to get back. So yeah, Violet's going with. This is what Shock seemed to like to do. I haven't noticed this from another team. And if you notice, whenever Super kills, the Zen's always assisting. That was an amazing flex. Better cancel. Profits there. Solve 2 minutes. Great Dragon Strike. Yeah. amazing. Ons gets a pick. Troy gets a kill. Yeah, Sigma looks to advance the fight forward. This is for Shock. Sigma, I mean, yeah. Sigma in general looks to advance the fight forward, pushes forward. Shock like to send their Zen with the Hog, which is not something I've picked up on other teams doing necessarily. I mean, it's always that the Mercy and the Hanzo stay together. Like you'll see that for any team. They just kind of go on adventures. Oh, the Jesus Prophet. These teams are so good. It's kind of ludicrous. I keep saying kinda. I need to stop. It is ludicrous. Fitz gets a pick. Trance comes in. Marvel eats it. The Dragon Strike. Yeah, good tank play. That's a good map. It's a very good map. I reviewed these two maps on the bleeping file corrupted. I mean, this map, Shock did a good job on first point, countering the Pharah. I mean, I'll show first point, actually. Something to note. So, oh no, it's attack. So, I mean, yeah, we'll look at a 2CP. Just look at positionings here. Because it is different. Super's looking for the Widow. Choi's fending off. Gesture fucks up there. Maybe they like that more. I mean, maybe it's a map thing where they don't like the flanks that the Hanzo can take. I mean, Ash is good for the point. It's Bob. I mean, yeah, there you go. Bob's fucking stupid ult. Dynamite's also good for the choke. They swap off it, but could be a second point thing. I don't know. Sights happen. So the Zen's sticking with the Sigma here. And yeah, you don't always have to be like, oh, fuck off, this is my angle. Like, Super can be, doesn't have to say to Striker and Moth, like, fuck off, this is my angle. Like, they can all push together, like, they can push. If they want to accomplish the same thing by taking an angle or taking map control, then they can push together. Hans is doing similar. That's good from good from. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is a scrappy fight. This is so close to being won by Shock. So it's attack that I give a fuck about. So Prophet, they know what he's gonna run, so they put fucking Violet on the BAP, and this is the thing. Violet the only player who does this. He plays BAP different than anyone else in the league. He doesn't prioritize healing his team, and he prioritizes damage. He plays it like a Soldier 76. He just goes for the damage. He uses window for himself. He'll MO himself. He's gonna heal his team, obviously. He can do that, so why wouldn't he? And I mean, yeah, he's gonna heal his team, of course. But he prioritizes damage. Like, he'll just go, like, he plays BAP. Like, he'll just fucking go for profit. It's crazy. It requires a lot of mechanical skill and, like, just a really good aim. But, like, yeah, he'll just use window for himself. And a lot of the time here, Gesture just hooks Violet when he's in window because he knows he's going to stay there. And then Violet just gets bad windows. And they also stick Choi on the Diva and Super on the ball. Yeah, they just play full profit counter. Yeah, that's a little bit from that map. Let's do Busan. I've not looked at this one. I remember it. I think. I remember Mecha Base. Mecha Base was amazing. We'll start there. So on this map, Shock like to run the ball and the Tracer. And this is a very good strategy. And how Shock are so good on control is because Striker's Tracer, pretty much. You can put Striker on the Tracer and he fucking dominates. He will just destroy. And they have Smurf on the ball, and a lot of and they'll just coordinate, really. Like, they're going together. Just look. They're going together. Choi gets overwhelmed. Violet's just shitting out damage, so they can't push him. He's getting pocketed. Smurf gets fucked over, but I mean, yeah, they still win. Like, let's just watch Striker, dude. Look at this guy. Like, he's just take away what you can from this. Like, what does he do? How he's approaching his aim. No, not people at home. You can't have this aim this good all the time, but still you can You can try and think like he does. So he's waiting. He's with Smurf. Leaves Prophet, knows he can't do shit. Good hack off. Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get a good engage off there, but so Flux mirror, Bobs gets sent in. Choi gets fucked over. Watch this. I didn't notice this the first time around. Is this not it? No, he fat fingers EMP. That was not a fat finger. That was a really good EMP. That shut down their push. He does fat finger it. I know he does. So yeah, when the balls run, I mean Choi was there. Let's bring him back to life. What the fuck is he? There, he's back. So yeah, you'll see. It's not a great example, but you'll see the what do you call it? The fucking Sigma and the Zen together, and then you'll see Smurf and Striker together, and then you'll see Ons and Moth. This is the fat finger. It's coming. That I heard this fucked them over. I don't remember this. I thought this was just an EMP when I watched this the first time. Just an EMP, nothing. Oh, that fucking sucks. Oh, that sucks. I mean, it might not have mattered because Violet would have had trans. Maybe. I mean, worst case, they lose the round. Or best case for Soul, they win the round. But and you also notice that when Choi was coming back, Violet gravitated towards whoever they could at the time. So just because your partner, if you're cutting it like partners, dies, then that doesn't mean you just stay on your own. You find a buddy. You can find a buddy. I really like this shock comp too. I play hog ball, not ball sig, but that's just something I like to do with my team. I mean, I'll actually explain it. I do ball, and the other tank plays hog, and I do that because my teammate Kev does Tracer, and I feel very confident in our coordination. So I like to do ball Tracer with us and abuse that when we can. So we have pretty good synergy. And I've been improving my ball, so I feel confident in it. Yeah, so you see everyone pushes together. Bits gets kills on ons. Oh yeah, he just got really good tracking there. I got the res, but yeah, Striker's looking for something, fishing it out, waiting for Smurf. On's playing on his own here, and then Fitz catches him out. Fucking amazing peel. Let's look at the other side of that fight. Where was everyone else? Or where did Choi end up, rather, is my question. He's ended up on the left side. The fuck? Oh, I got mixed up there. Just waiting for something, but yeah, Sombra's playing. Assassini. Smurf gets hacked. Barely lives. Yeah, playing is. Oh my god, Striker Christ! He done did it again. That's unreal. Fucking misses the pulse bomb. Doesn't matter. Gets a 2 clip. Oh my lord. I remember that. I remember that. I was there. He's so good. If you, I'm doing an overall VOD review of everything. I'm trying to collect a lot. I'll zone in on specific people sometimes, but if you want to get better at, if you want to see the individual scale of your hero, then I'd suggest downloading the client and then just fucking watching what they do. I mean, that might be something I'll do. Over the next week or two, I'll go over different players, different roles and different comps, like flex DPS, hit scan, main tank, off tank, flex support, and main support, and I'll just watch them. I'll do every role that you would play in this meta. I'll go back a bit to a month ago, playoffs, because that stuff still applies a bit, but that might be something I'll do. But if you want to do it in your own time, I suggest it. It's very helpful watching what Striker does and try to understand his mindset. But that's something I might do. Something I probably will do now I think about it. Sounds like a great idea. Yeah, no one to Marvel. That doesn't touch. Sir Prophet gets a kill. rather multiple. Profit gets like 1 million. Goddamn. Kind of fucked him up. He's pretty fucking good. Profit's pretty good. I don't know if you guys knew that. Did you know Profit's good? So Smurf gets caught out. Choi's pushing here. So also in this comp, there's no damage boost target necessarily for Moth. On seems to be playing more on his own. But Moth kind of just sticks with the Zen, really. Sticks with Violet. Oh, dude, Striker. Soul clutch it out? Striker's just thriving. Like, they're not shutting him down at all. Everyone else on Shock's playing well, but Striker's the difference maker here. Having the Tracer, just being able to clutch, and cause so much chaos. Ons gets good kills. Ons fucks. Where is he? Give me Ons. Oh my lord. Oh lord. The Shocker good. Inject it into my fucking veins. Juice me up with it. Oh fuck. Did I do every game type? I did Dorado, I did Oasis, I did King's Row, I did some of Hanamura, I did Gibraltar, I didn't do Gibraltar, I did Busan. Is there one more? You got anyone wants to see? If not, I'll go over this one again. Shock get rolled here, I think. So we'll do first point. I didn't do first point this time for this one. I'll wrap it up after. I'll go back. I remember the thing, but So yeah, Shocker holding server room. Ons is chilling. Like said villain. Striker gets hooked. Super's playing blue box, which is good. This is a very good place for supports to play, by the way. This area. Got a Mega there. Got support from your team. 3 different angles. It's a good place to play. Yeah, Nana's really good. That's an example of Nana being good, just to kind of muster yourself through a choke. Shot clutch. Fuck. Transcendence is good. Yeah, it's just a massive snowball, really. Oh, who's that? That's Genji. I'm gonna fast forward this. So pretty much, the Genji is to counter the snipers, but you have to dodge headshots and use your deflect for different stuff. You have to dodge hook, rock. You have to dodge a bunch of shit, and it's difficult. And you're just kind of looking for cleanup. And you'll see it here. He gets a dash off, but he's just looking for opportunities. He plays it so smart, and he plays it so well. Like, he's just not fucking risking shit. It's an amazing headshot. The Mercy sticking with him. Keep in mind. And just look at the cleanup, dude. He's just getting so much ult charge from the cleanup. And his Mercy's just pocketing him. This strat works. I tried it. It's good. I full held with it too. Not saying I'm Soul Dynasty, but it's a good strat. It's a good pocket pick. Don't run it all the time. It will not work all the time. It is a good pocket pick. If you can do this and you understand it, then it's good. It is very good on Gibraltar because of all the high ground. I mean, he has to stay alive here. He gets caught by a headshot. Like, that's like the headshots. You're dodging some of the best. You're dodging the best players in the world. Here, it's fucking difficult. The nano happens. Trance doesn't work. But yeah. He gets caught again. Like, the Genji's fucking difficult to play, but if you play it smart, then I mean, yeah. He's got the nano blade here. He gets hooked, for example. That shit happens. This would have been probably over if this didn't happen. I fucked it up. I didn't savor it. Fucking god tier. Nade. But yeah. That's some stuff for you. It's a very good review. And I will end up I don't know if I'll stream it. I probably will, and then I'll make a YouTube series of each role over the off season, or over the hopefully I could do it over the next 2 weeks. I don't think it's something else, but I might draw it out. I'll definitely do it. That sounds fucking fun, and I'll try to get some people on if I can. But yeah, that sounds fun. So stay tuned for that.